Hey guys, back once again with another Pokemon Brilliant Diamond video for you guys today. Before we get started, guys, I just want to make an acknowledgement that some of the stuff you'll see throughout this video, that if you kind of notice a little bit by my attire, obviously it's been a couple days since my last live stream of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. In fact, from the last live stream, if you guys didn't see it, I was attempting to beat the Elite Four. Failed miserably. Well, not miserably. We got all the way to Cynthia, but she ended up creaming us. So it's been about, I think, a week or two since I battled the Elite Four the first time. I've taken the time to, you know, level up some of my Pokemon, hence why some of the things you guys will see throughout this video. In fact, before I do anything. Okay. Well, that wasn't smart. Luckily, I got my revives and everything. I guess I should have checked to see the move sets and everything. I think everything should be mostly fine. I should have most of my move sets. Okay, good. I do. Throughout this video, you guys will definitely see some different changes, and I have some kind of interesting strategies because I already know what Pokemon they're going to be battling against. But that's mostly my fault, so I do apologize that this isn't a you know, fresh reaction to everything. But if you guys are playing the game yourself, feel free to use my guide and my playthrough here right now as a bit of a you know, an instruction manual for you guys to help out. So obviously the first one we got the Elite Four is Aaron, who is a bug type specialist. Starting off with that Dustox of his. Now obviously my Infernape is the perfect candidate to take care of some nasty bugs, so we'll just hit him with a good flamethrower attack. Perfect. Heracross obviously next. We'll actually switch that out with Staraptor. Just because. Since Heracross is a bug fighting type, it'll be exceptionally weak if exceptionally good if I use my Brave Bird attack. Quadruple weakness and whatnot. It might have one of those, I wasn't sure if it would have one of those berries on hand that would, prevent it from, you know, let it take less damage from certain moves, but I guess not, which would have been smart on the game's part to have Aaron have that, considering. And like I said, as you can see, the, like I said, most of my Pokemon's levels have gone up greatly. We'll switch out Staraptor again, switch back Infernape. Another classic flamethrower. Bring as Vespa Queen, very interesting. So again, we'll just keep up the flamethrowers basically. That's all we're basically gonna do here. Because I mean, it's literally one-shotting them. I mean, I might as well be using Mach Punch. And already down to his last Pokemon, which is his Drapion. Which I won't lie, when I first battled against Drapion, I think it was either in the underground area or some other thing. Right, I thought for some reason Drapion turned into a poison dark type when evolved, like it stopped becoming bug type. But so whatever the case, so yeah, obviously Aaron's dialogue. So we'll use Mach Punch. Obviously there goes Aaron's full restore. A lot, if I remember correctly, all of the Elite Four members usually all have at least one or two full restores, which is a little bit annoying. It's especially annoying that when Cynthia has, I think, like 3 or 4 of them, which I think is a little bit OP, but whatever. So, obviously already perfect. Like I said, if you guys take a look at the last video in the right before this on part 18, I think, not this one, part 18 should be the previous video, this should be part 19. In part 18, most of my Pokemon were closer to level, like, just the 60s, and I think, like, my Weavile was barely breaking level 50. So as you guys could obviously see, I definitely took some time to level them up a little bit, gave them some items. The only reason Weavile doesn't is because of its Thief move, which will be coming in handy later on, which I will explain once we get to Cynthia. So, obviously, if you guys have played the previous games, now we're up to the ground type. Bertha, who's well known with ground type Pokemon. Now, if you guys obviously noticed, I didn't switch out Infernape yet. That is because I plan on using a move I did not realize Infernape could learn. If you guys saw it from the previous battle, you'll know which move I'm talking about. If not, you'll see why. And this guy right here is why. Quagsire. Water ground type. She has this and she has Gastrodon, which makes it tough for my team. But, luckily, with this move, Grass Knot, that's all different. Observe. Just like that. Because you see, Grass Knot doesn't... For those of you that have never used Grass Knot is a move that technically has no specific damage type to it. It doesn't have any specific damage with it. However, it does have a... it does have a little tricky little quirk where Grass Knot basically... I think it's either the heavier or the slower that the Pokemon that it's used against is, the more damage it does. I think I'm almost positive it's heavier, but let me double check. I could be wrong. Let me check real quick. Let's see here. Move info. Yeah, the heavier the target, which is great against ground type Pokemon, since a lot of ground type Pokemon are traditionally really heavy. Quagsire, Wishcash, and again, since Wishcash and Quagsire are both water ground type Pokemon, perfect to use against these guys. So glad I found out that I could learn it. And it's such a good move too. Like, it's a kind of an underlined move. Now, Golem, obviously going to keep my Infernape in. And I'm actually going to switch things up. Instead of using Grass Knot right away, I'm actually going to use a couple Mach Punches. Or at least, yeah, I could use another Mach Punch to finish it off. The reason I wanted to do this strategy is because of the fact that... Okay, that didn't go according to plan, but that's okay. Every good plan always has a backup, which is why we will be switching out for Rampardos. Who I happen to teach Surf. Which again, it's funny what you can do when you just take a couple seconds to analyze what moves your Pokemon can learn. Because I did not know Rampardos could learn Surf. I had no idea. No clue. But that's already 3 Pokemon, I think, down. Sudowoodo's next being a rock type. So we will switch out for Dialga. Reason you guys will see in just a moment. If Infernape was still alive, I would let it fight Sudowoodo, but I'm okay with this. Because my Dialga knows Aura Sphere, which never misses. Huh. I guess I forgot that her Sudowoodo doesn't know, I honestly thought that her Sudowoodo would have had Sturdy ability. And then obviously we'd have Hippowdon, whose ability is Sandstream. But it doesn't matter against my Dialga, because again, for one, it's a Steel type, so Sandstorm won't affect it, and 2, with that Aura Sphere, pretty decent. That Earthquake is yeah, the Earthquake's a bit of an issue, but again, nothing we can't handle. Let's just use Roar of Time, hopefully it hits, thank you, and you're dead. Perfect. And already 2 down. 2 more to go, and then Cynthia. Okay, so real quick, gonna use one of my max revives to get Infernape up, and then one of the full restores to get Dialga up. Perfect. Now, before we go further, I actually am going to swap Rampardos to the front of my team. Reason being is because that since the next guy in the circulation is going to be I think Flint. Yep, Flint being a fire type user. Should be no problem. Now, memory does serve me correct. Flint, yep, starts out with the Rapidash, which again, since my Rampardos both knows Surf, but it also knows Earthquake. So you guys can see why I don't mind putting him in front. So, and I also equip my Rampardos with the Soft Sand, which will make its Earthquake attack even more powerful. It did just occur to me that I did forget that Rapidash does know Hypnosis, which that could be a little bit annoying, but that's fine. We'll just power through it. And I also forgot that this bitch knows Iron Tail. Okay, so not good, especially since that just decreased my defense. But Rampardos woke up, so we're all good. And Earthquake. And dead. Perfect. Now, we will switch to Infernape to battle his low punny. And I'm just going to make quick work of this thing by using close combat. The reason I am using Infernape for this and not, say, Staraptor is because, even though it knows close combat as well, is mostly because of that Q Charm. That Q Charm got me last time, if I remember correctly, so I didn't want to take a risk with that. So yeah, so we got that out of the way, so that's 2. I know that he still has an Infernape left of his own, Steelix, so we'll actually keep Steelix. We'll keep Infernape out for it. Being a Steel type, Flamethrower should do some decent damage to it. And dead. Again, honestly shocked that the game didn't bother to give their Pokemon the ones that should have sturdy, like Steelix and that Sudowoodo should have known sturdy. It would help be a problem against OTKers. Now here comes the kind of problem child, his Drifblimp. Being a flying type is one thing, but it's a little bit difficult to deal with sometimes. However, I feel like I have devised the perfect strategy for it. First, we shall use... See, that right there is one of the reasons why I was so pissed off last time. That Minimalize increases evasiveness, so it's really more difficult to get it. But, oh my god, I can't believe we almost got that in one shot. And we loaded its defenses, which is great. But, of course, obviously, it's going to have a Citrus Berry. So the next logical step, is it going to either use a full restore, or is it going to use that stupid Strength Sap move? Oh, no, it used Baton Pass. Interesting. I did not see that coming. Honestly, didn't think it would use Baton Pass. But Discharge went good, and we'll use Volt Switch to swap it out unless it uses close combat. Hey, nice work, Luxray, surviving that. Okay, avoid the attack, that's fine. I also decided to give my Luxray a little bit of a leftover help. Since that did lower his attack and defend, I'll just use Discharge to finish it off. Should survive. Oh yeah, my Luxray's got some depth. I always forget that fighting type moves, even though, like, in the back of my mind, fighting types should be strong against... Wow, I'm seriously shocked that I can't seem to hit this thing. I guess its evasiveness is pretty good. That's fine. Like I said, still got plenty of juice. Use Discharge again. I'm just shocked it's still letting it use close combat because with how many times it's hitting. Alright, but that's fine. Did lose my somewhat best offense against that stupid Drifblimp, but that's okay. We will simply swap with... what do I want to do? I could use Rampardos and have it use Surf or Earthquake, but I don't think it's going to be fast enough. So I'll actually make sure... I'll just use the move that I know is going to at least hit first, which is Infernape's Mach Punch. I know that will at least hit it first. Unless it for some reason is avoiding it, which I don't see how it's doing it. Another close combat. Okay. Getting a little bit annoyed with this. But it's okay. Just Mach Punch. And still... Okay, this is the same thing that happened to me last time when I was facing off against these guys. Why does this keep happening every time I face off against this Infernape, where its evasiveness is like through the roof? Like, Minimalize should only do it with Drift Blimp. Thank you. Holy crap. I was gonna say for a hot minute, I'm like, this guys, I don't mean to get like kerfuffled with it, but it's like that was exactly what was happening last time against it when it was just constantly dodging and dodging and dodging and dodging it. It's like, how is its evasiveness so high? The only reason I'm putting Rampardos back in is because since Drift Blimp is his last Pokemon, it being a ghost type, it's going to be a little bit difficult. However, it can't use its Baton Pass. The only moves it can use is its Strength Sap, Minimalize, and Will-O-Wisp. That's all it knows. So I'm just going to use Head Smash, which being a... And of course, right, Minimalize, obviously. That's okay. That's fine. Don't care if you hit me with that Will-O-Wisp, so long as I can hit you with this Head Smash. Come on, Rampardos. There we go. Nice. And that takes care of Flint. Okay, now just to heal these guys back up. You can actually keep that full restore, or the max revive, I should say. Full restore on Luxray, on Infernape, and on Rampardos. Excellent. Now, before we go on ahead, I'm actually going to switch Weavile to the front lines. And you guys will see why in a moment. Because the next leader that we're facing off against is, in fact, the Psychic type user. Which, obviously, using Weavile to start off is a good idea, considering Weavile is a Dark type Pokemon. Meaning that most of the Psychic type moves won't be able to work. However, I do just realize that he's probably throwing out Mr. Mime. So that is one thing I did miscalculate on, because since Mr. Mime is a Fairy type as well, meaning that even though it's a Psychic, it won't take 100% damage. However, I think it will be pretty good. First, we'll use Thief, steal whatever item he's got, which obviously stole his Light Clay, which is good. That way... Now, the other thing, and this was actually a move I kept Weavile to begin with, Brick Break, because it's one of the only moves that can actually break a light screen or reflect, which is great. Dazzling Gleam, not exactly great, but that's okay. That's fine. Now using Night Slash. Perfect. And critical hit. I was hoping that would be the case. Medicham. Okay, we're actually going to swap that. We're actually going to swap Weavile for a second. Just because Medicham is a fighting type. Just swap that real quick. And then we'll have Staraptor just use Brave Bird to finish him off. Perfect. Easy peasy lemon greasy. I'm actually gonna turn my mic just a little bit. There we go. Just so that way it gets a little bit easier to pick up the audio. Draft Brick will swap back to Weavile. Now Weavile I want to keep on the front lines for the most part just because, but I am not going to be 100% reliable on it because since my Luxray also knows Crunch, that way in case something happens, I can swap to him. But we'll use Night Slash again. Not complete, but that's alright. Oh boy, Trick Room. I always hate this thing. So now my Weavile will actually be going second. Full restore, that's fine. Use it on a weak Giraffe Rig. Just gonna use Thief, steal whatever item he's got. I guess it can't technically steal an item when it already has one equipped. Or has one it stole, I guess. That's fine. Another Thief, perfect. And just because I want to try to keep them to where I can have as many revives and everything as I can, I'll actually swap now for Luxray so it can use its crunch to finish off this this battle with Alakazam at least. So crunch, perfect. And last Pokemon he has is Bronzong, so we'll actually swap back to over to Infernape to finish him off. I almost feel bad in some way. Actually, no, I don't. No, I don't. I've waited way too long and made too many preparations to feel sorry. I always forget that steel types like Bronzong can know Earthquake. But it doesn't matter. Flamethrower. And you're dead. Alright, Elite Four done and defeated. Now I just don't get screwed over with freaking battling Cynthia. She is going to be a problem. Alright, so real quick. Use full restores to get everybody back to 100%. And I'm also going to use the Ether to give Infernape all of his flamethrowers back. Okay. We're actually going to keep Weavile up in the front lines to start off with, just because I do know of Cynthia's little game that she plays. I always kind of forget which Pokemon that she does use, so this will be a little bit of a refresher. I know she always starts with Spiritomb, and I know she has Garchomp and Lucario. I don't remember what the other three are, though. Oh, and my Milotic. My Milotic, that is definitely a Pokemon I remember because it's so annoying. But again, going to start off with Weavile against her Spiritomb. So first thing we'll do is use Thief to steal whatever item Spiritomb has, which most of the time is a Citrus Berry, which I'm correct, so good. And we'll follow that up with Night Slash, which if we're lucky will do a critical hit. Not lucky enough, but that's okay. Dark Pulse does some decent damage, but not a lot. And plus, now it just wasted its own... We just used its own Citrus Berry against it, which is hilarious. So that saves me from having to use a full restore quicker. Another Night Flash. Get in there. Now, before we do anything, I do want to check one theory I had. Okay. Looks like that theory was incorrect. I thought at first that my Staraptor's U-turn would be effective against Spiritomb, but I guess not because of its typing. I thought for some reason Dark types had a possible... Oh, okay. So you're going to swap Spiritomb now, and let me guess, right now, yep, Lucario. Just what I thought you'd do. Precisely what I thought. That's fine, the Night Slash didn't do a lot of damage. Because now what we're going to do is swap over for Staraptor. Because even if you... Because you can't use Earthquake against my Weavile. Because I know you have Earthquake. I know that's what you would do. Or Aura Sphere, technically. Yeah, that'd be more sense. Well, it doesn't matter. Dealt some decent damage, but that's okay. Gonna use... I always forget how freaking fast her mother freaking... I always forget how fast that thing is. I always forget. That's okay. It's okay. We're not going to let that shake us up right from the start. We're not going to let that happen. Because we got Infernape. Which then I will use Close Combat. I always forget that. Just... I swear to God, if for some reason we have to battle her again, I will make a note of that to just swap to Infernape. But that's okay. Still got 2 of her Pokemon down. 2 down. Yep, swap to that Gastrodon. That's one of the ones I can remember. That Gastrodon, that... Oh, that Gastrodon. But now, I have a method to take care of you. Grass Knot. And you're almost dead, and of course you're going to use Rock Tomb. Okay, surprising. But let's see what she does next, because if I remember correctly, that stupid Gastrodon also... That's another thing. You give it leftovers, but okay, that's fine. But now here's the question. Are you going to use a full restore, or are you going to try to use recovery? Guess you don't get time to use either. That's fine. That's perfect. Okay, so we got 2 down, I think? Right, because she's switching back to Spiritomb. So, actually, we'll... Problem is I can't use Zen Headbutt because I won't do anything. Let's just stick with Weavile. It might be weak, but at least it'll do some damage. I know it's doing damage against it. Use Night Slash again. Let's hope we get a crit. No crit hit yet. That's okay. Oh, I thought that was a crit hit for a second. Okay. So, unless she uses that, unless she uses another full restore, which she did, that's fine. So now, I'm actually going to use one of my own full restores to get Weavile back up to strength. Got plenty of them this time around. Okay, the Dark Pulse did about how much? 53, I think? 63. Okay, so we can at least take maybe another hit from it. So we'll use another Night Slash. Another full restore. Just gotta use Thief one more time. Shadow Ball won't really do that much damage, or at least it shouldn't. It did a decent amount, but that's fine. Just gonna use Thief one more time, take care of Spiritomb, and that's 3 Pokemon down. So the only ones left are Milotic, Garchomp, and one other I can't think of. Oh yeah, Roserade, that's right. So we'll literally just switch to Infernape, use Flamethrower, take care of that one pretty quick. Easy peasy. If anything, I probably could have used a full restore real quick, but that's fine. Now let's see what she does. Right, gonna save Garchomp for last, so we'll switch over to Luxray. And then we'll use the full restore to get Weavile back up, because Weavile will be basically our little secret weapon in defeating the destruction of Garchomp, because in the first battle, I completely forgot that since Weavile is an ice type, with it knowing Icy Wind, Garchomp being a ground and a dragon type should be quadruple weakness against it, if my memory serves me correct. And I forgot that Flame Orb will give it burn. Let's see. Just use Discharge a couple times. I think that's what I was thinking of doing. Yeah, because Discharge did a decent damage against it. Another problem I do remember that I have to counteract with is that, is it knowing Mirror Coat. Because if I remember correctly, its 4 moves are Ice Beam, Scald, Mirror Coat, and Recover. So I have to be careful with that Mirror Coat because I don't want to do so much damage to me. So we'll actually switch over to Spark because a Mirror Coat can only back damage due from elemental attacks. Or special moves, I should say. That's going to be annoying every time she keeps using recovery like that. But actually, if I remember correctly, it didn't do that much damage last time when she used against my Luxray, so... And that was with a Charge Beam, too, so maybe I might get lucky. Okay, using Scald, that's fine. After this, I'll use another full restore to let it get its full health back. Unless it's, yeah, I've still got that stupid burn, so yeah, I'll use full restore to get rid of that as well. That's the one thing I do hate about Scald, is that that move can burn Pokemon. I feel like that's... Like, it's a unique water type move, don't get me wrong. What I hate is, like, whenever it was against my Luxray, it was almost a 100%, like, rate of getting the burn and everything like that. It annoyed the living crap out of me, because I was constantly just using full restores and things to get rid of the burn damage. I'm like, hello, can you stop burning me for 2 seconds so I can fight? Alright, Discharge again. Good. And of course you're going to use Recover, but that's fine. I don't care. One thing I actually don't remember is, does Milotic have Pressure as its ability? Because if that's the case, this is going to get a little dicey. Because I forget. If it does, then that's... we might be in trouble. Okay, looks like it doesn't. I forget what its ability was, but it doesn't matter. Okay, just a couple more discharges should do the trick. Oh, keep using recovery. Not like I care. Just keep using it. Let me get my health back. That's fine. I'm honestly shocked though that the game would let it know have Flame Orb, but I guess technically speaking, I mean it's a good idea considering, and that was a good critical hit. Oh god, Mirror Coat. Okay, yeah, that's what I was afraid of, but thank you, Luxray, for holding out on me. And good. Okay, so now, here's where it's gonna get interesting. Does she try using the Skull to finish me off? Or does she use Recover to get herself back up? Because we'll see. Or she uses the full Restore, which also recovers her burn contingency, which sucks. That's fine, we'll just use Discharge to... Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get paralyzed. I did get lucky. Well, maybe not, because the problem is now that burn's not going to help me. But there is the chance of her getting that paralysis taking effect and her not being able to use Recover or one of her other moves. So that might actually have helped me. We'll see. Gold still hitting fine though. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, maybe I should have found a way to put a heart rate monitor on this thing, because man, my heart is it's boom 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 right now. It's beating. Nice, can't move, perfect. If I can get her low enough, I might use Volt Switch so that way I can just go straight for Weavile. Save myself some time. Oh my god, I can't believe it. And of course she's gonna use Recovery literally at 1 HP. Oh my god, that's such a tease. That's okay, it's fine. I just don't remember how many times you can use recovery in this game. I think it's like, what, 5, I think? And she's gotta be close. She's gotta be close. I would have used recovery. I would have used it. And of course, I get burned. That's okay. That's fine. Again, guys. Oh, my heart is just pounding in my chest right now because I'm so anxious. Okay. Discharge. That should finish it. Yes. Perfect. Awesome. All right. So now we come to the last contender. Okay. So, if I recall, what she's gonna do is use her Garchomp. She's gonna have it use Sword Dance at least once or twice to increase its attack power to where it can almost OTK all my Pokemon. What I'm going to do is use Weavile's Icy Wind, both as a combination of it being weak against Ice-type moves, but also, at least in theory, if I'm right about it being weak against Ice-type moves, I could be wrong, which I'm not, but Icy Wind will also, or it just uses... Okay, I did not anticipate it to use... Okay, so it had one of those little... So it lowers the damage, but Icy Wind will still lower its speed to where maybe my Weavile will be faster than her Garchomp. I might get lucky. If I can use it at least one more time, lower that speed down even more. Perfect. Because even if she has a full restore only gets back status only improves health back. It does not give back status conditions and things like that. So that's perfect. So what we'll do is now we'll swap for my main man Dialga and then have him use, I guess I could either use Aura Sphere or Dragon Pulse, whichever or, but I think Dragon Pulse might be a better option considering it being a dragon type. Yeah. Perfect. This should do it. Yes! Fucking finally! I am rightfully the champion of the Sinnoh League. Holy shit, finally. Oh my god. Oh, that was so fucking well earned, finally. And with my dream team too. Against all odds, I finally beat Cynthia. Finally beat the Elite Four. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, so good. Awesome to see this end screen finally. Nice. I'm actually gonna turn. I was gonna try off the face cam to get that shot, but that's fine. And there we have it, guys. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Oh, such a good game. So glad to see this game back in fruition. Super ecstatic to play this game, guys. Well, that'll be it for this video, guys. And that'll be it for the main story series to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Now, obviously, as you guys know, with the Pokemon games, there's so much more to do. There's all the legendaries to catch at the end. There's, you know, fill the SINNOH decks, the SINNOH Pokedex and everything like that. So I plan on doing that later on. It might be a while before you guys see any post-game content, only because with Destiny 2, you know, their 30th year anniversary, stuff like that. So that'll be probably taking most of the Tuesday streams, as well as the fact that I got Halo Infinite, as well as Call of Duty Vanguard Season 1 just launched a couple days ago. So it might be a little bit of time before you see some post-game content. But fear not, I am not giving up on this game in the slightest. It's just going to be taking a bit of a back seat for now. So maybe take this time, if you guys missed an episode or two or haven't had the chance to watch the full series in a whole, go back through the playlist this video will be in. Enjoy all the, you know, all the moments that I did throughout this the series, because again, guys, this game has been so much fun. It really has, guys. But again, in the meantime, guys, thank you again so much. I will be posting a Twitter poll on here for now. Shortly after I'm done with this video and everything like that, after I'm done asking you guys, what do you want me to see, or comment down below what you guys want to see. Here's my ideas for the post-game content. I was going to do videos strictly involving the legendary Pokemon, you know, capturing the legendary Pokemon, strictly doing that. You know, the lake Pokemon, Mesprit, Yuzi, and I forget the other one. So the 3 lakes, Heatran, the Crystal, Darkrai. There's a lot of legendaries in this game, guys. So probably what I'll be doing is doing some videos specifically just catching the legendary Pokemon. As for completing the Pokedex, that's going to take some time, and I don't really see how, you know, highlight videos might be a little bit difficult. I think I'll keep those as those portions as stream exclusive only. So until next time, guys, or let me know in the comments section what do you guys think. Do you think that's a good idea, or do you think I should do something different? Let me know if you guys think that this series, you know, if you guys think that, hey, you know, maybe this is enough for this series. But again, let me know, guys. You know, you guys are the people that I do this for, so I want to know your input. But again, guys, thank you so much. This has been The Authority. Signing off for now. This has been Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and I'll see you guys next time when I'm back on your screens and in your faces.